Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on Satisfactory once again, going to be continuing our single player playthrough on the 1.1 full release is here. Woo! It already came out for you guys, but you know, I record these a day in advance, so there you go. But yes, we are on full 1.1 release finally. It has finally come out as well, so that is very awesome. So hopefully y'all are enjoying the new update, and the toys that we've been playing with are now available to everyone who didn't want to partake in the experimental batch. It is now available on full release, so very, very awesome there. So if you weren't here last time, we were building on our oil tower. We did run into a power issue that we're going to have to be solving after this oil tower is completed. So we'll be working on some more of that today. I don't know if we'll get it completed today. We're going to try to at least get it functional and get most of it built. So let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's go. Alrighty, and here we are. Yeah, so 1.1, like I said, did just release, so now you don't see the little experimental banner up in the top left corner anymore. So it is in full release, which is nice. So very, very awesome. So we were talking about last time that we were going to build 2 train stations here. I did get a, I forgot about that actually. I'm falling to my death in autosave lag mode. Give me power. There we go. Alright. So we're going to turn on resources. I did get a tip and I completely forgot about it. I forgot about this. Yeah, there's oil over here and there's oil here, but yeah. So the thing is about my about the amount of oil there. That's way too far away. That's the closest oil node to us. Somebody said there was one up in the Red Forest, and yeah, I was like, I think I know the one they're talking about. It's right by my my aluminum plant, and then all this oil over here too. I'm more than likely to combine these two if I need the oil. That is, I'm going to combine these two, and then put it with a train station over here. Probably put a train station like right there or something. Just drag the pipes over. See, oh man, that's 3 pure and 3 normal. Man, that's a lot of oil right there. Let's see, that's 369 plus, what's the normals? 150? Yeah. 150, 300. So yeah, 36900 because they're 300 because they are halved. Oops, sorry, hiccup there. So 369, and then so 900 plus 150 plus another 150. So that's 1200 plus 50. It's 1350. So that's still not as much oil as that's over here. Now, if we were to combine, oops. So 13, let's go 1350. We might be building an oil tower there at some point. 1350 plus, let's see, what are these nodes? Here, normal, and normal. So 600 plus 600, so that, because the normals on these nodes, this goes 633, so plus another 1200. That's 25. That is 2550 versus our 1700 here. That's actually not bad. Yeah, I was talking about putting another train station here to do that, but I don't think we're going to do that anymore. Because if we take our 17... Was it 1700? It was 1700 or 1750. Let me check here. Because it's 900 plus... 6, 12, and then 6. So it's 900 plus 1200. Wait, no, we're way over. How did I miscalculate that? Because that's 900, isn't it? I have to go check. Now you guys got me on a tangent over here, trying to figure out how much oil we can I thought this was a lot more. I thought the 1700 was a bit low. But I must have miscalculated, because the pier nodes, the regular pier nodes are 600. These ones are only 300. Like, the pier nodes are only 300 apiece, and then 150 for the normals, and then 75 for the impier. So that's why that's 900, because we've got one impier which is 300 plus plus a couple of 150s. Can I see that with my? Nope. Okay. Yeah. Let me get out of here. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, yeah, 3 normals. So if it went, so I don't know how to write it. So we're gonna go, yeah, 300 plus 150 times 3. So that's 750 plus the 2 plus 75 times 2. So yeah, that is 900. Okay. I know I wrote that incorrectly, but the calculator still managed to work it out. So that's 900 plus are these the piers? There's 2 piers here. Yeah, see, there's 600 apiece. So plus 900, or plus 600, sorry. Actually, that'd be 1200. We got 600, 600, so that's 1200, so 900 plus the 12. Plus the 1200 plus the 600. 27, that's where I'm getting it, not 1700, 2700. So actually this area has more oil. And if we take that 2700 and we divide that by 600, which is what the pipes do, that's 4.5. So 5 pipes will do per train station. And we just take the 5 pipes and we just separate it out between the 10 cars, essentially. Each engine will fill at roughly a 300 meter cubed per minute. Sorry, I'm American. I mean, we work in gallons, but this the fluids in this game don't even work in gallons. It works in meters cubed because of the volume. You see, they work in meters as well. So yeah, crazy. Anyway, enough showing the world about me being a noob at this game. 3,600 hours and I'm a freaking noob, man. Sometimes. Anyway, so like I said, yeah, we're gonna finish this tower. We're gonna try to finish the tower today. We should be able to. All we gotta do is run these 3 pipes, combine all the stuff in the bottom, because if we actually go in here, that's why there's a hole here. If we actually go in here, all of the taps, or all of the little nodes, are all inside the base of the tower. So that's what we're gonna do. Don't worry about these poles, they're just temporary, just so I can fly around. Yeah, we'll run those up into the base of the tower, into the, like, right here or so. I think onto this foundation is the one behind the wall. And we'll run that in there, combine it with the other pipes, make sure all the pipes are running at 600 per minute, which I think all 3 of these out here are running at 600 per minute. Yeah, because we got 2 300s out there because they're normals. So that makes this one 600. This one is running at 600, and this one is running at 600. So, yeah, this is the 600 times 3. Oh, not divided by 3. Oops. Times 3. Yeah, so that's 1800. And yeah, so that is 27. Okay. So we'll run those pipes over here, and we'll run them up the tower, probably on the backside. Like I say, I was going to put another train station down here, but I don't know now. Because we're only going to be running 5. I mean, I'm going to be running probably 10 pipes out the front here, and put it to this train station. That way we don't have to worry about flow rates, because it's all going to be coming from central storage anyway. But yeah, big old massive tower. Somebody said it was like over 600 feet. It was like 650 feet is the tower, based on the height. I actually don't know how high this is, because these are 8 meters. So if you add if we add the 50 walls plus 8, 16, yeah. So if we do the 50 walls times 4, that's 200 meters. Because they're 4 meters apiece, right? Yeah, so 4 meters apiece plus we got 8 times 1, 2, 3, if I remember right. Times 3. So that's maybe I do the 8 times 3 plus the 200. That's same deal there. And then plus another, we're gonna say plus another 4, so 228, and then however tall the top portion is. That's a pretty damn tall tower. This is the tallest I've ever built, so you know it's a new thing for me too. Usually the towers, I don't really build them all that tall because there's no reason to, but there's no reason for this anyway. So it's just like, well, if we're gonna go big with a big old oil tower that's completely unnecessary for the game, just for fun, then we're going to go big, and we're not going to go home, of course. Oh yeah, some also good news too. I got a new thing coming for the channel, which is very awesome. So we'll be announcing that soon, probably next week at the beginning. We got something new for the channel. Just stuff for me anyway. That is going to be used for the channel. So anyway, also at the end of last episode, I did mess up this ring here, this ring of light that we were going to put up the tower every so often. I did mess this up. It's supposed to be 2 foundations out from the center, and I did it at 3. So that's the first thing I'm going to be fixing. Yeah, so basically what I got to do is do this, and I'll show you exactly how I built this as well. Let's go ahead and, I guess, get rid of all this, because I did mess this up quite hilariously. I mean, I could still use this. I'm going to save this blueprint. The blueprint's not going away. This is going to be number 2 for the oil tower. There's a reason I'm doing that way. I won't be able to do one more, but at least have that larger ring for later use if we want to use it. Yeah, see, it's 3 out. Okay, so 2. And now you guys can also nudge down. Just like the rest of us. Hooray! I'll go ahead and hold control, do that. Yeah, and this is how I built it, essentially. Pretty darn quickly. I keep deleting that middle foundation. And I gotta do it like this because this will match the tower. Because the tower is on this rotation style, so, which is 1 tick rotation. Okay, we just keep going. All we gotta do is do a quarter, at least. And that's all I can fit in the blueprinter anyway. But yeah, we're also gonna be working on power this week. Sorry, my voice broke. I had a very late night last night, doing cache cleaner sim. My voice is a little wrecked today. Yeah, I spent over 8 hours playing Cache Cleaner Simulator because we were trying to get some specific achievements, and one of them is being a real bastard. And, well, we'll have to work on that later. Yeah, collecting a very specific bill that you get from a side quest, but the side quests are completely RNG based. So you'll either get very, very lucky or you won't, which we haven't. So that's how that's going. There we go. So now that we've got all that, basically what we do is we go to architecture and we take our painted beam. Do I still have that painted beam? I do not. Okay, I'm going to put this paint jet beam off to the side here. So I want to paint it. I'm going to use 1.1 now. Now that 1.1 is released. And you're going to leave this in default mode. And the reason is because you're going to follow the foundation that's there. You're going to do 8 meters. Right there. And that's basically how we're going to do that. Oh, I did forget a step, though. First things first, grab your wall. And keep it in zoop mode. And what you're going to do is you're going to run this down. Go to the next foundation, run it down. And just so on and so forth. Then you're going to get rid of this top layer here. This top layer wall. Just like that. And then we can go ahead and grab our architecture and we're going to use this. And since we can nudge up now, now you can go ahead and put it at 8 meters like that. And then nudge it. We're going to have to nudge it up with the control. So you hold control to nudge it halfway. Oh, and of course I'm not using the proper color. Now the beams are permanent, so we're going to color the beams and stuff. But yeah, like I said, I'm using the walls as a guide. That's the reason for the walls. And then we're going to remove the walls after that. Turn on emission strength 3. And we can middle click it and copy the settings. Which is very, very nice. But yeah, we're going to use... We might have to use the walls here. We'll see. So then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. I keep forgetting it's not going to give me 2 clicks. It's only going to give me the 1. I might be able to use them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because these are 4 meter, and we have 8 meters to cover on each beam. And each tick is a meter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, sorry, from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is now built. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of all of the walls and then freeze. Give that. I love how she can time it because you know it's going to freeze every time. Yeah, if I could replace my CPU, I will eventually. Though I mean, we're getting to the point where we might be able to start saving up for brand new PCs. So. I say start. I don't mean right this minute. We're starting. I'm saying eventually we'll hit that point where we can start doing that. Because man, like a decent PC setup for recording and streaming and stuff, you're looking at, you know, at least a couple thousand. And the PC that I have now, when I first bought it back in 2013, I spent $2,000 on it. So, and it's lasted over 10 years, and it's, I mean, I have replaced some of the parts since then just for upgrades and stuff like that. CPU, RAM, hard drive, to a solid state and all that stuff. But the motherboard's still the same. The motherboard is the only thing that's lasted this long. Don't ever cheap out on power supply. Anyway, so we've got that. We're going to save this as 2. Yep, and then we're going to apply it to the tower. Alrighty. So now we finally got some kind of progress going on here. So there's our rings. Look at that. It's subtle. I like it. You know, it's not super crazy or nothing. It's super subtle, but it does kind of, at night, it shows off how tall the tower is and whatnot. So these are every 5 walls. And I tried to make one of these other blueprints work, but for some reason floor holes are not saving in the blueprinter. I don't know why. That was very interesting to find that out. It's just like I had a blueprint that had floor holes in it, but for some reason the floor holes weren't saving. I know they save in blueprints because I've done them before, but it has been a while, so maybe. Okay. Alright, so now that we've got that, but I've got all of these powered as well, so each one of these pumps, they go to about, the pump actually goes to about here, So I put the pump below it, and they go to about here, and the pump's below it, go to about here, pump's below it. And I got everything combined, and I've got oil coming up the tower to the very floor here, because I've got a lot of work to do when it comes to actually getting this functional, or to actually getting this to where we're filling these tanks up here. So if we go inside of here, or if we go up here, this is not fun per se, because getting a thing here. Let's go. What happens if we use the straight mode? Oh, okay, never mind. Alright, well, you have to use auto then. Alright, then we'll paint that on. So we have to do this. And then we've got to connect these up with the pipeline wall supports now, or the pipeline supports now. The interesting thing is the way these are. This is not center. Obviously, this right here is more center-like. So maybe we put it there, but yeah, the distance between these and the way I had to set this up is it's not quite perfect, because I couldn't put these fluid buffers on the rotation that I wanted, because this is much too big for a blueprint, so I wouldn't be able to blueprint them and then rotate it like you would think normally. So this is all by hand, essentially. Yeah, as you can see. Oh, maybe that's the center. Maybe we just do this. Let's pull into the right, pull into the right, pull into the right. Get to where it pulls to the left. So like right there. I think that's roughly the center. Yeah, this is yeah, it's going to be very difficult to get these. They don't have. I don't think they have to be perfectly straight, because I don't think it's possible for me to do that on this specific angle. It does look in the center though, and it does look pretty damn straight. So yeah, this is what I'm going to do for each one of these, and then right before, because I got a pump pushing it. Where's the opening? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let me put some lights around that so I can see where the opening is for now. So yeah, these are the 5 pipes that come in, and they're going to come in through the floor here. There's not going to be any floor holes, because the pipes are going to be the junctions are going to be too close to the floor. So what we have to do is we have to pull them out once we build it, of course. And then these pipes are going to be pushed up. There is a pump right before this, so it should be able to push it all the way up to that point. But I'm going to put a pump right before it goes up into the ceiling, so that we can have max amount of pressure. I mean, it's a little excessive on the pumps, but that's kind of how we have to do it. Now, the reason we didn't have to do this on the nitrogen gas is because the nitrogen gas is a gas. You know, it's not a liquid. Gases can be, you know, as long as it's pressurized, will go against gravity with ease and super success. So yeah. Well, with liquids, we have to pump them. We have to pump them, because I mean, if you had enough pressure, it would probably work. But yeah, pumps, that's where the pumps would come in. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So yeah, we just have to get those connected. The thing I will have to do is I'll have to go to this wall here, and I'm going to have to paint this a different color. Well, a different material, because you can't paint grip metal. So we'll paint this concrete. I'd say that's the one for that. And then this one, in particular, it's between 2 foundations, but I think it's there. Let me do it. And then we'll do grip metal there. Okay, then this one goes to here. Follow it along right there. there. So then we know where to put the, or we know where to pull those from. Okay. Right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, over this way. Sorry, I got my rotation backwards. Okay, so right there. And then this one right there. Okay. We're not going to be putting any floor holes in there, at least not yet if we decide not to, but yeah, those are going to be the ones we got to build so we can actually start filling this up. So now if we look, oh, well then, okay, that's a freaking problem now, isn't it? I think they're underneath. Yeah, you can see it, it's underneath. Okay, so what we're going to have to do then is we're going to have to split in between there. I need to find, whoops. I need to find the rotation. This is on the opposite of this, isn't it? Okay, so maybe we skip one and we go, okay, we'll split it between these two here. And we'll put that there. And that'll be easier to identify. So we're going to split between those two. And this one right here, we'll split between those two. Okay, I do remember doing this on the nitrogen gas tower as well, so it makes sense. Yeah, split between those two. Yeah, what I did was I put a, I put a floor hole up doing the angle, and then I put a T there right before it got to the floor, and then it T's out, or it splits between the two, just to kind of connect everything nicely, nice and evenly. Next one, so kind of do this, or we'll do that, and then we got one more. And like I said, this will easily identify. This is not big. This is not going to be exactly where they're going to be, but and like I say, this will help me identify up top where these pipes are going to be at, because we only needed 4.5. 4.5 pipes bringing up. Okay, yeah, you can see all the different splits that these are going to be doing. So essentially that kind of is the middle, but it's not really the middle. But yeah, that'll help me identify it down below and up top where the pipes are going to be at, connecting the two. So basically I got to do this, but I got to do it in between each one of these. That is a lot. I guess, you know what I could do is I could blueprint it. Oh, you know what? That's a really good idea. Just blueprint the junction and the pipe in between it. And then all I got to do is connect it. And I can connect it with like any kind of pipe style I want. Oh, there's all my bridges. We need to go in and take all these bridges out. These are all blueprints. We need to take those bridges out, completely redesign the short bridge, and then redesign it to where either A, we just replace them, like we got all the supports like it is, but we just replace them with beamed bridges rather than this little tiny overarch thing we got going on, because it really messes with the camera when it's that low. I need to go in and replace those, and then when we unlock the Mark 6, I'm going to go in and replace all the junctions as well, because I'll be able to do T's and 4-ways inside the Mark 6, because Mark 5 you can't really do that. It doesn't really fit. The Mark 6 is about the only ones that fit decently. Okay, what was I going to do? I've already forgotten. I was going to blueprint that. That's right, okay. Completely forgot what I wanted to do there. Yeah, and it'll be easy to blueprint this as well. And there's a reason I'm deleting it, not clearing the designer, is because then that leaves all the details for everything, and then all I got to do is just put in my T-junctions and whatnot. So what we're going to do in order to make that happen easily... well, first things first, we're going to go organization, and I need to grab these here so that I know the height. We're just gonna these are going to be temporary. This is just to mark out our heights. Is that right in the center? That is okay. Okay, perfect. They fit. I was worried about that. Then we're going to go logistics, and I'm going to grab a... I can't really do a floor hole, can I? Not really. I guess if I did it like this, I could still make it work easily. Okay, and then we'll... I don't know why I've never blueprinted this before. I've never thought about it. Yeah, I should have had this blueprinted. Not with the tanks and everything, just the pipeline junction, so I don't have to hand do it each time. You know what I mean? Okay, so what we do is we place it there, and then we should be able to... If we do it like that... Yep. So you guys see how I did that, right? I don't know if it'll... I put it the wrong way. Oops. Okay, so what we do is we go up against this, get right up close, and just keep hitting control until it's in the center where it no longer moves. Okay, it's not going to be perfectly centered. Let me just rotate it. So move it one tick left, and then it goes right. Okay. Unfortunately, though, I can't, like, line this up. I wish it'd line up with that. The pipeline junctions have always been an irritation for me when trying to line stuff up, because they don't always want to line up correctly. Sometimes they just don't... Oops. And sometimes they just don't line up at all. They just refuse to line up to anything, even though they're perfectly straight. It's always been a point of irritation, like I said, for me. Just because of that. So I don't know why I can't line this up like this and it lines up with the center. Now I got to do it like this, and then we got the shaking of the well. I could turn off camera shake, but I like the shake. Push the left, so. There we go. Normally, if I wanted to be this precise with it, I'd have to do this all by hand. But the reason I'm putting down the foundation is so I can do this, because you can't see when you rotate, you can't rotate the other way. There's no way to rotate it the opposite way. It just rotates on the one axis. Yep. It's like, quick, click it before. Okay. Wait for that autosave. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why I've never thought to build this before. That's actually kind of... I feel stupid. Not being able to... Hey, look at that. Nice. Okay, and then what we do is we're going to colorize this, because this is specific for the oil tower. I'll pull it out later on, but... yeah, and what I might do even is... Oh, but placing this blueprint's going to be interesting. I don't really have a good way to place that. Okay. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and save it as Oil Tower 5. But I'm going to change the icon. It's like this might be a good idea for later. Yeah, there we go. Save. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, getting that angled is going to be interesting. So go ahead and head on up. I will get this oil tower at least functional to the point where it's going to be filling up while we do other things. It's like I will get that done today, because man, I'm tired of it. Tired of it not being done. Unfortunately, it's been irritation with this type of thing. Okay, so then we go blueprints. Grab this one. Yeah, see, this is the issue I was talking about. Because I can't exactly rotate it. You know, I can't, like, rotate it on a small turn. I wonder. It probably won't work, but... Wait, can I turn on auto-connect? I doubt that'll work as well. Yeah. I mean, if we could just place it and call it a day. Yeah, because it's not exactly straight. And this might be why I didn't blueprint it, because I knew it wouldn't work. Yeah, see, I can't, and I can't place it based on that either. And you can see how far it gets off. Don't take that out of context. Yeah, the rotation's just not there. Wait, which rotation is good and which rotation is bad? The left side, that's got the better rotation. Yeah, that'd be why I never blueprinted it, because it's impossible to line it up. Although it saved me a lot of time, I can't exactly do that and make it and have it to where it looks good. Yeah, that's just not going to work. Not for this particular application. But we have the blueprint now, so that way we don't have to think about it. Alrighty, and give me about an hour, and I'll have this all hooked up and filling. And I'd say about an hour. That may be a slight exaggeration, but only slightly. That's the thing. Also, I did crash, so there we go. Get my music going again. Alrighty, so finally got all of that done. Yeah, I was right about it. Took me about an hour. I don't know how long it took me. About an hour or so. But yeah, got that done as well. So now we are pumping oil into these containers, which is very good. Oh, did I forget to do that? I might have forgotten to do that. Hold on. Let me make sure that I did this, because I can't remember if I did or not. I think I powered these. Yes, I did. Okay, so we got 1, 2. I want to make sure that the lift isn't too bad on these. The head lift is not too bad. I don't know if it's going to fill it all the way up, though. Oh, that one's got a pretty high head lift. No? Yeah. So I put these pumps in here so that we could get these all connected up, or get it pumping into the actual storage so that the oil can't go back down. Yeah, seems like everything is running. Alright, we're going to go customize your materials. Let's go ahead and fill those, or paint those back to grit metal. There we are. I think we can close this up. I think we're done in here. Obviously, this is just for the looks. Just for the looks. Okay. Now we We'll go up to the top though, and these should be filling with oil, which they are. Very good. Alright, let me go check on these tanks down here, see how much oil we've used. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, crap. We're running out of oil. Alright. I'll have to rehook these back up then, for now. Actually, we could put T-junctions on these, can't we? That way we're at least... No, we should be pulling in more oil than that. No, we have to remove these. They will still... What the hell? It's like, did I have a stroke? What the... Let's do curve mode, because those are fun. Yeah, we'll have to do that so that we can continue filling all of this. So yeah, we have to fill these tanks back up because we're running low. We're running a wee bit low on the old oil. So filling those back up. Now the containers up here will still be filling with oil because we do have the well pressurizer all hooked up. So if we actually go down here, we actually do have these completely hooked up. As you can see, we've got pipes going everywhere, but do have these hooked up. The only reason I have pumps down here is I know it's really overkill, but that's just so we can keep pressure to make sure that we're pumping the maximum amount we can straight into the tower, because there's a lot of combining going on, and you want to have either valves or pumps when you're combining those like this. So you combine it, and then you have a pump or a valve to keep it flowing all in one direction. And I'm not a fan of one direction, but you know. Yeah, and then if we go in here, and this is a bit of a mess, but we go in here, and this is where all the oil pipes are. So the oil pipes, these are coming from those three main ones. These ones are coming in from down below. There's a very specific reason they're going into the wall here, and I'll show you. Is because I wanted to have, much like the nitrogen gas tower, I wanted to have a little bit of oil showing coming in. So yeah, you can see we've got our 5 oil pipes here, full of crude oil inside of here. That's just for looks, basically. So yeah, really cool though, really cool. I really do like the way that looks as well. So we've got that, and then you've got, obviously, oh, let me put this back. I had to put a connector, or I had to put a tower here, not a tower, a power pole, so that we can run power down below and into where those other pumps are. So we have a little power pole in the way. That's okay though. I think it works. Yeah, it looks beautiful. I like it. But unfortunately with that though, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. I didn't know it was going to take me that long to actually get all that done, so yeah, we're going to have to leave it here, and next time we'll get the pipes actually ran down the tower, out the front, around here following this, and reconnected back in the station. I'm going to completely redo these 6 pipes here, because I'm going to run with 5 pipes instead. We'll run with the 5 pipes, and then we'll split them between each train station, and then each train station will fill up at 300 a minute. Obviously, we could pull much more if we wanted to. I could pull 10 pipes down here, but I'm not going to do that. I think we're good with the 5. We'll get that connected, and then we can finally move on to power near the end of the week here. And I think that'll be really good. But yeah, like I said, unfortunately I did kind of run out of time, so we're going to go ahead and leave it here, and we'll get this going next time, get this finished, because once we get the pipes ran to this train station, all we got to do is put the top on it and put a radar dish or radar tower, and we're done. So putting the top on it, putting the radar dish, once I run the pipes, that's immediately done. So next time this tower should, and I'm going to emphasize the should in quotations, be done next time. I didn't think it was going to take me this long to build this tower, but this was quite a undertaking actually, because there's a lot of custom work that still needs to be done to this bad boy. Like I want to put rings on each angle change. So we got the 1 meter to the 2 meter change, so we got a ring there. And then from the 2 meter to the 4 meter change, I want to put a ring all the way around there. And then from the 4 meter to the 8 meter, put a ring around there. And then from the 8 meter to the walls that go straight up, I want to put a ring there. And then also put those on the top as well, because you're going to be up on those cliff edges. You'll be able to see the top of the tower, and being able to see those rings would be really cool. And I also want to run some lights up these beams as well that I've got here. I think that'll look really good, make it a little flashy. But yeah, then we got to work on power. We're going to go straight to rocket fuel power as well, which means we need to get a train station near the aluminum factory where we can pull aluminum ingots directly, so we can actually package it and use it for our jetpack as well, because that'll be I've used the rocket fuel in the jetpack. It's amazing. So anyway, like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see here. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.